Labour Party reviews region Peter Obi will pick running mate from. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Labour Party LP has revealed that its presidential candidate Peter Obi will pick his running mate based on federal character principle. Chairman of the Labour Party, Barrister Julius Abure, said this in Abuja on Monday while speaking in commemoration of Democracy Day. He said that for fairness, equity, and inclusion, the party will make sure the principles of federal character are applied in its choice of a vice presidential candidate. Abure, who said the decision lies with the presidential candidate Peter Obi to make, maintained that a party which belongs to Nigerian workers would not compromise on the diversity of the Nigerian workforce and membership of the Labour Party. While I want to say that it may be too premature for me to speak, and the Constitution also gives the presidential candidate the right to nominate his vice presidential candidate, I feel it would be more proper for the presidential candidate to answer. However, I want to assure you that as a party that is reasonable, as a party that believes in equity and justice, and equal opportunity for all, a vice presidential candidate that is widely accepted with powerful credentials is most likely going to come from the northern region. There is no doubt about that. That is what it's going to be. That is how it is going to. That is how it is supposed to be. You are a presidential candidate. You are from the north. You pick from the south. You're from the south. You pick from the north. That is how it is meant to be. That is exactly how it is meant to be. There is no two ways about it. And I think I'm loving the Labour Party. You see how they came out and said it's going to be based on federal character. They're not into the party, the person that is going to help us win. What if the person win and eventually help you to lose because the person did not perform well? One thing that is wrong with these two major parties, it's they allowed what I call their self-centeredness to eat deep into them. These people are supposed to be picking their candidates, or in ensuring that democracy is really democratic, they pick candidates based on, yes, this person will win an election for us, but will the person perform well? I used to say the second tenure of any position is based on first tenure. How do I mean? The campaigning for the second tenure is supposed to have resumed from the first tenure, which means whoever that is going to be president has enough time to campaign for his party and for whoever. Do you understand me? He has the time to campaign for himself again. How do I mean? For example, the person goes there, he does what he is expected of him. At that time, what we did for secondary school, they used to teach us that time, the popular questions they asked us as those government students that time. You know, what are the functions of government? Any person that is coming is supposed to know, this is my function. You're not even supposed to use it to even, it's not supposed to be in your manifest. In your manifesto when you're coming out to campaign. Why? It is your function. You do it or not, nobody is patting you on the back. It's just like you go to a place and you actually sell yourself very well and they employ you. But the employer not come and say enough to fire you. What does it mean? It means you must sit up. You must, if there are areas you're not good in, you must start taking courses on them. That is why you see most people these days, they enter into an organization they don't know anything about. They start doing what? They start taking courses on that particular, so that they can do better. So that the company will see them as valuable. Exactly. And then when at the end of the first tenure, the end of the first the first 4 years, this is for 4 years now. The second year, people will not even think twice. They'll be like, they don't even need to do this election because it is clear that this person really, really did his job very well. And we want him to continue. Pick your vice from the west because an outer man cannot vote for an Igbo man. Your vote will come from the south, east, west, and your victory will be assured. Well, unfortunately, you are not going to be listening to you, darling. They're going to make their decision. For equity and federal character, hope a woman will be considered. Equity and federal character. Well, that's food for thought. Let him pick middle belt so that he can clear south, southeast, and north central. Exactly. If you ask me, I would tell him to pick the Northeast. The Northeast too, they have been in this place of, they're pushing them down and they're not allowing them to come out and be themselves fully. They're not imagining them to emerge. The Northeast, just like the Southeast, are the two regions in Nigeria that they are fully relegated to the background. They are like, when your papa and king, your sisters then be prince and princess, but you yourself, then they treat you like maid. Now so it be. And that thing can be very painful. So to me, why you're picking, they're going to go by federal character. Me, I'm just suggesting that it should be from the Northeast, because those people too, they have been marginalized as well. It's not the era for P2B. Can anyone advise him not to waste his resources? He cannot win. He does not have the prowess to contend with the present flag bearers. You see, why I like the force which P2B and the effort is making is that he's not allowing people to get to him. I'm sure if when he has told one or two people that he wants to leave the PDP, they would have said, you're leaving the PDP to where? Are you going to APC? You're not going to win. The Labour Party is not a non-party. I'm sure many people would have stated, the people who abandon you, they're not going to vote for you. But he went there. And in fact, it'd be like, I seen come out for PDP. He exploded. So what it means, if they do something for life, then get people will be say, then go they tell you, say, even when they know say this thing go work, they're going to tell you no go work. So P2B, anywhere you want to pick your candidate from, but let it be from the north. And me, I'm suggesting let it be from the northeast or the north central, but the northeast because they have also been sidelined by other regions as well. As a Yoruba man, I prefer Obi. He's the best, the cleanest of the pack, but he might lose. The North does not believe in equity, fairness, and justice. Exactly. But that does not mean all the North. Make we no generalize. You know, come and say all the North now, they no go. Does not mean so. A winner candidate will get the support of the North. It has the decisive votes. In my own opinion, I prefer we break up and go our separate ways for each region to have a sense of belonging. That sense of belonging is what has been making the Southeast to come outside and always, people would always say they play the victim card. Yes, because you don't feel among. But if we can get a candidate that is going to unify them, that will call everybody, see, waiting be the problem. Let's see it, everybody come, they say their problem, they prefer solutions, they start acting on those solutions. Then there is inclusiveness, inclusive governance in all regions and geopolitical zones. That president, his name is going to be written down in gold in history. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.